Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Sunless Skies. In the last episode we came all the way to Port Prosper. I did remember between episodes that I need to sell these jumble of indistinguished souls that I have in my inventory right here. It would have been very sad if I left Port Prosper without selling those. Ooh, they also sell some stained glass, but I don't think we need that. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do today. Let's have a look at our journal. I don't really have anything written down, which is a bit unlike me. I mean, the obvious thing we could do is go to the Blue Kingdom. Should we go have a look? What do we need to go to the Blue Kingdom? Let's go back to London. Or by London, I mean New Winchester. We'll go via the... Oh, actually, let's go to Magdalen's. Yeah. My terror's a little high right now. Let's go deal with that before we do anything else. Mostly because if we do go to the Blue Kingdom, I don't remember how to lower my terror in the Blue Kingdom at all. Let's not go this way. Let's go this way. There's a lot less horrible things in this direction, and I'd rather not come across. Should I go to the rat? If I go to Magdalen's, I can come back for the rat? Maybe? Because if we're going to London anyway, but then from Magdalen's I guess I could go up this way and it'd be easier. Yeah, let's just go straight to Magdalen's. Oh, gunshots. Who's doing the shooting? Is it a Dreadnought versus a Tackety? Oh no, it's a star-maddened Explorer versus a Dreadnought. My money's on the Dreadnought, who doesn't appear to give a shit. He appears to just be flying off. God, come back here. Oh. Ow! Bloody star-maddened Explorer, get back here. Ow. Luckily, that shotgun of theirs doesn't do that much damage unless you get hit by all of it. It's the ramming. It's the ramming that does the most damage. There we go. The crew of this weathered engine had been driven mad by the winds and the stars and the things that haunt the sky. Let's fix ourselves. A tale of terror might be nice, but we took some damage. Mostly because of my terrible flying. What's my terror at? 71%, huh? Okay, yeah, let's make a beeline for Magdalen's, because if we don't make it, we're gonna crack, and that would be very upsetting. Because it just went up to 72. Hopefully we don't get any events that force our terror to go up. That would be upsetting. Maybe if I go to London I should swap out my assaying device. Or a mining device. But then, if I'm going to the Blue Kingdom, what do I need in the Blue Kingdom? And should I go to Eleutheria first? I'm still just petrified of the Blue Kingdom. The place is terrifying. Every time I've gone there, I've had very bad experiences with the mobs that live. It is the afterlife. It's where all the dead are. It's not the nicest place in the world. I do remember some of the stories being very interesting though, so maybe it is in my best interest. Hopefully I can pay with... Do I still have all my barrel of unseasoned hours? That's not something I like carrying around, but I do still have it. I wonder if I can pay for my pass with unseasoned hours. I know I can to Eleutheria. 75%, we're almost at Magdalen's. I really hope my character doesn't lose their mind right outside of Magdalen's. That would be very annoying. I get a little worried. We have more than enough time if the terror just keeps ticking up naturally, but if something happens, like the Brandy girl comes back, we might be in trouble, even though we do have supply. Really? An engineer cries out, her voice hoarse as a professional mourner. Yes, it's the Brandy girl again. I'm going to dispense an additional ration of brandy. Our terror has fallen to 72%. Fine, we have the supplies. Oh look, it was right outside of Magdalen's. Lovely. Alright, let's dock up here and Treat my terror? Request a treatment for loneliness. The high wilderness is a savage, lonely place. I do have 10 savage secrets. We could request treatment for a personal failing. We have quite a lot of uncanny specimens. Normally, I just use Sal and Stew Gossip because I just have tons of that compared to everything else. But should we... Let's try one of these other ones. Shall we try Visions of the Heavens? Request a treatment for Aneurin. The wonders of the heavens no longer still your heart from beating. He takes your hand very briefly and holds it so very gently, as though it were a rare butterfly that had alighted there by chance. This way, please. The attendant holds up a candle before 4 doors of mirrored glass. 4 of our staff are available today. Each has their own specialty. Their names are not yours to know, only their craft. He smiles suddenly, his teeth gleaming like links on a chain. You know yourself best. Who can tend your wounded heart? Whoever you need, you can find behind one of these doors. So, you're someone from your past, a boring individual indeed, someone who once meant a very great deal, or a former crewman. I pick somebody who's just very boring. Their tedium was sublimely crafted. A dreadful old woman you once snubbed at a party on New Winchester is waiting in the room. Were it not for the windows, you could believe London had never risen to the stars. Victoria and the Prince Consort glower from every wall. The tea is from fallen London, as is the conversation. She has scrupulously avoided contact with all elements of the wilderness. Her concerns are parochial, her interests sophistic. She delights in regaling you with the happiness this has given her. Okay, that lowered my terror a little bit. We're at 47. Let's go to the keepsake market, because I think we can do something to treat my terror there, maybe. I can purchase an unlicensed chart. I kind of do need an unlicensed chart. I believe I used my last one for the red honey running. But I could lower my terror. You know what, I'm going to buy the unlicensed chart. It's 350 sovereigns. It's quite a lot. But it's better to have and not need than not have and need. Let's treat my nightmares again. Oh, sorry, terror, not nightmares. Let's go with loneliness. He smiles, the practiced smile of an old friend offering comfort for their comrades' predictable misdeeds. That's my specialty when I'm on duty in the chambers. He begins to hum the tune of a popular ballad, of a signaller falling from his locomotive unnoticed by his captain, and drifting cold in the dark. This way, do keep up. Let's go with... Have I done someone from the past? Let's go with someone who once meant a very great deal. The room has been decorated as you remember it. The old headboard that creaked at inopportune moments, the stuffed animal remains sat on the bedside cabinet, even more threadbare than before. They are sat in the old wicker chair by the fire. They stand to greet you, taking your head in their hands, that are just a little more lined than you recall. 2 glasses have been poured. A carafe stands at the side, waiting for you to indulge as much or as little as you please. Okay, that should lower our terror enough. Let's head off. Do I want to go via the rat? I think the rat is too far in the wrong direction. Let's go back to London. We'll dock at London, and then just to lower my terror more if I can. And then we'll try and go to the Blue Kingdom? I don't know, it seems very dangerous. At least if I see what I need to buy the pass to get there. Do I still have the black box? I don't remember. Hello, Marauder. Missed. You prepare to board the Buckle's wreckage, poised to plunder the plunderers. Let's seek an unusual item. 88% chance. Alright, let's explore the captain's cabin. Hey. Oh, I did forget we have the Parsival as well, don't we? That's too possible. I just remembered when I saw the irons check. I'll wait a bit on that. Mostly because I've kind of flown away now, but it is. I'll put it on my list. I'll put it on my list. I'll make it one of the things we actually look at doing. Because I am intrigued as to the story of the Parsival. We're going the right way still. I am. I thought I was lost. Oh, a homestead. Don't mind if I do. The Rat Brigade's nose is twitch with greed. The homestead, an easy target for food. Settlers who live so far beyond the edge of civilization relish the hardships of solitude. This homestead is plated in a patchwork of corrugated iron. As soon as you land, the barrel of a rifle pokes out from a boarded window and fires, kicking up a spray of grass at your feet. How unfriendly. Should we leave swiftly? Let's leave swiftly. Perhaps you'd rather not risk encountering hostile strangers. Perhaps you want to avoid small talk. Yeah, it's only 44% chance. I don't fancy getting somebody killed over something as silly as this. No one who lives in the wild is likely to welcome strangers. Hey, we did lower our terror at least. You know, that's not half bad. One thing I like about the Reach. There's lots of ways of lowering your terror. It gets a little out of control in some of the other places. Mostly everywhere but the Reach. Albion's pretty bad. I think the Blue Kingdom's worse. Once I find ways of lowering my terror, I just have to try and remember. A lot of them are just timed events that you have to go back to after a while. Like the keepsake market at Magdalene's. They'll have an option to lower your terror there for a cost. Right, we are coming up to New Winchester now. I will dock. Yeah, I'll definitely dock, and then we'll go round. I really hope that we can actually go to the Blue Kingdom and it's not really expensive. Because that would be very annoying. Even though I do have quite a lot of money. I guess I could just buy the pass. I think it's going to be like 800. That's a lot of money. Something sounds very loud at New Winchester. What's that? Is that just the sound of New Winchester? Yes, it is. Right, that lowered my terror down to basically nothing. Do I need to hire on crew? You know what? Let's hire a few. How much is this going to cost me? 40? There we go. Fully stacked up. Let's make sure. Ooh, Bronzewood for Port Avon. Hours for the Ringmaster. Oh, he wants 5 barrels of unseasoned hours. We have so many barrels of unseasoned hours. I'm going to grab that. Just in case. Oh, I wanted to buy some fuel. Let's go see what we need to go into the Blue Kingdom. It should be just up this way. It's where we started the game, funny enough. All those months ago. The little passage here, there we go. The Blue Kingdom Transit Relay. It's almost like they want you to go to the Blue Kingdom first, because it's right next to New Winchester. Maybe that's the case. Maybe it won't be as bad as I remember. Something doubts that, though. We'll see how expensive it is. If it's stupid expensive, then we know we're not supposed to go there till late. I'm sure it'll be fine, though. I haven't got the basic ship. I've got a slightly upgraded ship. Basic guns, but, you know. I didn't swap my thing over, did I? I still have the assaying device. I'm sure it'll be fine. Go down this way. Past the greenhouse. This is where I find out it's been locked by order of the Queen or something. And I have to do something else. It should be very funny. Unexpected, but funny. Oh, here There it is. Just down here. Blue Kingdom Transit Relay. Dock. A stone edifice, sibilant with sigils. Okay, submit the paperwork for a travel permit. You'll need references of acceptable character, and of course there is a processing fee. Going to cost 500 sovereigns, and a ministry stamp permit. Okay, that's not bad. The official considers you from behind his desk at the relay gate. A thoughtful nod. We must be cautious for the Empire's safety. He praises you. We need to be certain you're the right sort of captain. He picks up the coin purse you've placed on the counter and considers its heft. And clearly, you are. He bears a tobacco-tinted smile as he prepares your permit. The paper is white as lamb's wool and thick enough to make an undignified wobbling noise when he hands it over. Nice. Do we travel first class? I have 4 otherworldly artifacts. I could travel second class if I use my own barrels of unseasoned. Oh, unofficially? Oh, does that let me smuggle? Maybe it does. Let's go first class. This is the first time, you know. These artifacts might have originated in the Blue Kingdom. As part of its concord with London, the relay's officials are obliged to accept them as passage into the kingdom. The official will not touch the artifact himself. Horrible thing. He presses a button. An underling scurries in to take it away in a brass box. Your engine door slams shut behind you. The relay machinery grinds and stirs. The steam vents. The sigils of the edifice burn with sullen fire. A force like a great hand seizes your engine. Here we are. The Blue Kingdom. Oh boy. One thing I remember about this place, it's very beautiful. First thing we're going to do, send out the brigade. Right front. Should have seen that coming, really, shouldn't I? I'm pretty sure this is where we'll find the man that the bleak industrialist wants us to speak to. The vagabond is unsettled. He says he has enemies among the dead. Here we go, Sky Barnet. The Toll Tower. A constant stream of dead spirits enters the Blue Kingdom through the base of the tower. Once, there was a manned toll gate, but the fees have become more complicated, and the toll window is closed now. So we can either go to the grand entrance, we can look for the attache's search for lost love, that would be the bleak industrialist storyline. We can repair our locomotive, or we can take on crew. A handful of London engine crew linger at the makeshift station, escapees from vessels crashed or stranded in the Blue Kingdom. Let's go to the grand entrance. The entry hall runs through the toll tower, through gates that are never closed. The hall is full of passing spirits, some of them human, a masked warhorse, a masked dolphin, swimming easily in the ghost of an ocean. A creature with 10-foot wings, which would certainly be more frightening if it showed its true face. No one speaks, and there are no footfalls, only a faint susurration, like the drift of leaves. So we can get our bearings. There are stairs up and down, and less ordinary means of entry. A masked orangutan just descended a pole to the floor below. Alongside the grand entrance is the marketplace of litigators. for all who need companionship and guidance in their encounter with the Blue Kingdom. Downstairs, prominent devils live, and in the upper floor of the Toll Tower is the Embassy of Albion. Okay. So litigators are like temporary crew members that help us negotiate and communicate with people of the kingdom, and you can spend a lot of money on them or get cheap ones if I remember correctly. But let's go to the Embassy of Albion first. The top 3 floors of the tower belong to the Embassy of Albion. The visitor climbs 10 flights of amber stairs guarded by spirits and devils, and arrives in a modest-sized parlour decorated with a pink floral carpet and a painting of the Empress. The secretary of the embassy works in the neat half of the office. The disordered half is the domain of the cultural attaché. I could seek an appointment with the ambassador. You will have to convince the secretary that you have an appointment already. 100% chance of success. Let's try it. When you arrive, the ambassador is dressing a wound on her arm. My predecessor was afraid to leave the Toll Tower, he remarks you as you come in. He hardly saw any of the Blue Kingdom. I'm determined not to duplicate his errors, but as you see, there are some costs to the more assertive approach. The cuts on her arm are clean and shallow. They look like characters in an unfamiliar alphabet. An encounter with a Logoi, she says. No, I don't know what it's supposed to mean. Sit. What do you want from me? The ambassador is a tall, silver-haired woman. She is draped in medals and commendations, but none of these are recent. Piled in front of the ambassador is a stack of demands, all marked urgent, pertaining to payments due soon, past due, and their final notice period. I can offer to help with her financial concerns. There might be value to putting the ambassador in your debt. There is, the ambassador admits, a small matter. The embassy's place in the Toll Tower is leased by permission of the Blue Kingdom. Observe the lease, she says, pushing a document across the table towards you. It says that we are entitled to remain here for 3 viewings of the sun. The devils take this to refer to days by the calendar, and they are having fees levied against us. But I argue that I haven't seen the judgment of the Blue Kingdom even once, so the lease is nowhere near complete. He watches expectantly to see whether you still want to be involved. What an interesting conundrum. Ask where one might begin renegotiating the embassy's lease. She hasn't done it herself, but perhaps she knows where to start. The House of Days will have to give a ruling, the ambassador says. They do intake for humans at the Court of Apes. They never allowed me further than that, but perhaps you will be more fortunate. But to begin renegotiating the embassy's lease, you will need to visit the Court of Apes at the House of Days. That's something we can look out for, I guess. Okay, well, that's all we can do with the ambassador for now. Let's talk to the attaché's search for the lost love. The supercilious attaché is a very busy man, apparently. When you mention the bleak industrialist's name, his secretary suddenly waves you through. You find the attaché hunched at his desk, halfway through a mackerel sandwich. The bureaucracy here is utterly intractable, he moans. I tried all the official channels, honestly. I filled forms until my hands bled, but they won't even tell me where she is. It's no use anyway. The dead can't go back. Where should I start looking? We'll have to track her down the old-fashioned way. The spirit is sent first to the White Well for judgment at the stone-faced court, explains the attaché. If they are officially declared dead, they move on to death's door. From there, well, nobody knows. I have something that may help your search, if you insist on persisting. He retrieves a wax tablet from his drawer and pushes it across the desk. It declares the bearer is officially dead. Everything here runs on spit and paperwork, you see. I went to a lot of trouble to get hold of this. So tell the industrialist that my debt is paid. I have a testament of salt. That seems interesting. Okay. Maybe he can come here. Yeah, pretend you're dead. Maybe you'll find your long-lost love. So the dueled judge at the White Well may be able to help you find the industrialist's love. Is there anything else here? Should we look at the marketplace of litigators? Or is there something else at the out? Didn't I see something about questioning a litigator? Looking for anti-deceased status. Let's do it. In matters of local protocol, they know all there is to know. The Blue Kingdom is open to different spirits depending on the status that they hold. Newcomers are invisible and they can go almost nowhere, not even to the House of Days, says the secretary. Those who have not yet died must go to the Stone-Faced Court to be acknowledged as anti-deceased. If you were dead, you would be given the status of ephemera. The ephemera prepare to pass through into the heart of the Blue Kingdom. Is that all? It is not. The yoked are servants in the Blue Kingdom, and dead as well. You won't want that status. But, she adds, if you really want all the details on this matter, you should go to the marketplace of litigators to be properly instructed. There are experts there who can explain for hours. Okay, let's go to the marketplace. Litigators and resident devils have set up their stalls among the crowd heading into the Blue Kingdom. Don't go alone, hire a psychopomp, advertises a banner in indigo lettering. A masked woman is negotiating at the first booth, offering 2 silver coins and a lock of hair. So we can hire a nameless spirit with a vision of the heavens. It carries a jar containing its voice as a mask, yet it seems familiar. The nameless spirit can assist with challenges of mirrors and hearts. I can question a litigator about the Blue Kingdom. They offer preliminary consultations free of charge. Is this going to be what I just asked already at the embassy? You ought to be marked anti-deceased, explains a litigator bluntly. You know what that means, of course. Have a seat. A consultation is free of charge for the first 12 hours. Oh my god. Okay. The litigator's assistant has offered you a pillow on the stone floor and prepared you a cup of heated oxblood. In front of you is a wax tablet which offers a menu of suitable questions and which is entitled Liturgy of Consultation. The lesser rite. Okay, what is ephemera status? And why are ephemera so many? Those who have come to the Blue Kingdom in the proper way. The ephemera are the many, many dead who have come to the Blue Kingdom to enter by death's door. They are ephemera only until they pass through, and then... But it's forbidden to speak of that higher mystery. The assistant interrupts the liturgical explanation in order to ring a bell 3 times and to kiss a branch of antlers wreathed in honeysuckle. The ephemera are not entirely free of troubles, however. It may take time to proceed through death's door, and while they remain outside, they are harried by the gold logoi in order to inspire them to do better and wiser behavior. Okay, what is anti-deceased? The anti-deceased are those who, and here the assistant coughs significantly, come to the Blue Kingdom ahead of their time, when they have not yet passed away. The kingdom does permit to the anti-deceased to a certain limited access to its functions, but one will always be something of a curiosity. The anti-deceased in the Blue Kingdom must watch out for the perfection, the blue logoi who punish aberrations and violations of the normal order. What is yoked, and why might one dread it? Yoked spirits are those bound to the service of the Blue Kingdom. They serve its logoi and its courts, carry objects and convey souls. Those who are yoked must guard against the red logoi, the proprietary, who protect the kingdom from its own servants to make sure that no one is overly seen or excessively heard. Invisible status? Those who are invisible here have not yet been processed by the Blue Kingdom. This is the worst of outcomes. Every one of the Logoi is an enemy to the Invisibles. Oh god, so all of the Logoi are going to try and kill me now? Well, that's going to be annoying. May I take some notes? This consultation provides ample matter for a port report. Let's go. But the liturgy is repetitious, and you are soon embellishing it with stories of invented shades and ruined moments of past empires. So we can hand it in at the toll tower? Okay, so we're done there. But if I wanted to hire a litigator, I can only hire the nameless spirit, huh? I don't have a jumble of undistinguished... Wait, is there a bank here? Isn't... There is. We're good. Let's get the devil. I like devils. They're cool. Was it 2? Toll tower. There we go. I got lost for a second. It's all good. Oh, it was 1. Irons and mirrors. He has the face of an arsonist and the breath of a blast furnace. He accepts your hire and will help you navigate the Blue Kingdom. Not that you deserve it. The Embassy of Albion has no right to take over the toll tower. It belonged to the devils long before anyone had heard of Albion. Now look what he's reduced to. Taking jobbing work. This you for a month. Okay. Or further payment is required. Should be kind of useful. I think it will work out. I may take some more souls with me just in case that's what he asks for in payment. But I do think I'm going to end this episode here. I guess we will explore the Blue Kingdom in the next episode. Thank you all very much for watching. Please like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Your comments are greatly appreciated. Thank you again to the members of the channel and the coffee supporters. It really does help me keep the channel going. And as always, I'll see you next time.